The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
At the 44-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Tua going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
10. Broncos nothing.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Hill. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
For Dalvin Cook, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Tua to throw again. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this would complete to Will Fuller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. A quick slant to Hill. And all the way
Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. It's good to make it 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 76 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
The running back.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 12. Looking to pass. Tua got the connection here to Bourne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 24. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Tua.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is born. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down.
Priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touch.
The hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Pulling good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown.
5-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Their own 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards one.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
brought down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Expressway in punt formation.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send a
deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Niners still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 35-24, the final score. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin.
Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit.
Conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
And 12.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Able to get there and pick it. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And Denver getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Geno Atkins on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Seahawks 24. Broncos 17.
So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over.